Hello viewers, this is the sixth line of the Gurmukhi alphabet for Punjabi and the Sikh Holy Scriptures, and these letters today are known as the labial letters. So these are letters which originate from your lips. So we have a papa, papa, baba, baba, and mama. That's papa, papa, baba, baba, and mama. The line halfway down the middle like a kaka does. It looks like a tatta, which has a line on top and a line in the middle, but this doesn't, so it's not a tatta, it's a papa. And it also looks like your dadha, except it does not have that line on top that a dadha has. So these four letters are easy to mix up. I will write them down as well on the top, just so you can see the difference. So here is a kaka. Here is your tatta, and here is your dadha. Notice the difference between a papa and these three letters. The absence of the line in the middle and the absence of the line on the top is what makes a papa unique from those three above. So this is your papa. We have here a papa. Be very careful, this is not an F sound. Oops. Yeah, this is not an F sound yet. This is an aspirated P sound. So it's an aspirated papa, the letter we looked at previously. It's a papa. So to write this is a left to right horizontal line. That right angle thing, a downward projection with a right angle, and then it hooks in on itself down here, and that is your papa. So again, left to right, right angle, and then it curling in on itself. One more time, it's a left to right line, a downward projection, and a right angle, and then it hooks in on itself. Note how I don't think we can get away with writing it like that. We can't just hook out and then turn in itself. That does not really look like a papa. Therefore, you really have to get that right angle going for it to then curve in itself to really distinctly look like a papa. Another important point to mention is that the very distinct feature between a papa and a tadda, which we looked at in our previous lesson, is that it does not form a loop here. It just goes down, left, and then straight down. It does not form a loop here. So I'll just write that down as a comparison. This is a tadda. It loops here and then loops in on itself. And as for a dadda, it loops at that point and then leaves an open hook. However, with a papa, the no loop is formed. So that's how you can tell between a papa and these two letters. Backwards B, if that helps you remember it. So again, a left to right line, a line downwards, and then a backward B. And that is your baba. A left to right line, and a downward line, and then a backwards B. Once again, a left to right line, a line below, and then a backwards B. And that's your baba. And notice how it can look similar to a tatta, especially when it's written, typed down on a piece of paper or typed down on a computer. But the distinct difference is that a line is made like that, and then a line is drawn in the middle. It does look similar, especially when typed down. However, the very distinct feature of a baba is that you actually have to curve in on the character stem once and then twice, just as you would in a B, the letter B, but the other way. So this is a baba, not a tatta. We now have a baba, an aspirated B sound that we looked like, just like the letter we looked at previously, an aspirated version of that letter. So this is a baba. And to write it, it's quite simple. It's like a stylized 3 with a gap in the middle that then ends at the bottom like that. So to write a baba, we do a left to right horizontal line and a stylized number 3. Do not mix it up with tatta, the letter we looked at previously. The big crucial difference is that this just comes back down like a normal 3. However, this sort of loops around and then completes itself as a 3. Rather, looks kind of like a spring or a coil like you would have in a mattress. And that is your Pubbar. If I were to ask you to say a nasal sound that originated from your lips, or in other words, an N sound but only using your lips, you will constantly be going mama, mama, because that an M or a mama essentially is a nasal consonant which originates from your lips. So the letter we have here is a mama, and very easy to write. Just kind of, well, I don't want to say it looks like a H because it really doesn't. And the way to write it is as I'm writing it. It's not a line from left to right on the top. You just sort of draw and start to draw a line, but then curl it in downwards, loop over here, and then curl, sort of U-turn around, and then at the end of that part you draw a stem and then go up and then go up and then continue towards the right to the next letter. So left to right, but then we come down, loop around, draw our stem, and then branch out to the next letter. When reading this, do not confuse it with a sassa, because it does look very similar. The only crucial difference is that there's a gap here and not a line joining left to right. So that is your main difference between a sassa and a mama. Quick test, that time again in the video viewers. So very quickly, don't forget to pause the video after each letter. And what is that? That's a tata. Now what is this? It's a tata. How about this? That's your tata. Well, a bit too long a stem, but you get the idea. Let me perhaps write it again, just so I can say I'm being neat. So, yep, that's your tata. Now have a crack at this. That's your nanna. Now how about that? That's your dada. How about this? That's your dada. Have a crack at that. That's your kaka. How about that? That's your kaga. How about this? That's a jaja. Now what about this? That's a chacha. And this? That's an edi. That's an edi. And how about this? That's a papa. What about this? That's your dada. And this? That's a papa. And how about this? That's a kaka. And now let me just make a bit more room on the top. What about this? Yep, not written it yet. That's your baba. Now what is this? That's your cha-cha, an aspirated CH sound. So it's a cha-cha. And have a crack at this. That is your baba. And I think a couple more to finish off. What is that? That's a chaja. A chaja. And finally, what is that? Well, written quite quickly there. I'll write it perhaps a bit more neater. And that is your mama. In the next video, we'll be looking at the 7th line of the Gurmukhi alphabet for Punjabi and the Sikh Holy Scriptures. And as for now, thank you very much for watching and tune in to the next video.